So it's Keith. I got to share something with you. I'm getting ready to head out to the office to work, and I've been getting up at 4 a.m. and meditating, doing like a workout routine, and not looking at my phone for the first 30 minutes. The goal is 1 hour, but you know what I mean. But it's working out well, and it's allowing me to see deeper things. So all the stuff in your unconscious mind rises to the surface like a beach ball from water, and you begin to get crystal clarity. Success is a clarity issue. Time management, trying hard, motivation, productivity, all comes back to the center of it is clarity and being crystal clear about what you want and knowing your purpose. Check this out. This is what I just realized. So you know how before the days of Google Maps, if you're that age, let me know in the comments. I did lawn care my whole life. So I've always spent my life all over in different subdivisions and counties and cities, like driving routes, like a FedEx or a postal worker or whatever. And I began because I did so much driving in so many different locations, and I had been in so many subdivisions, so many streets, and so many cul-de-sacs, and so many turnarounds, and so many intersections, and so many highways, that I began to get this like bird's eye view, almost like being in a forest, like the Amazon rainforest, when they're lost in the movie, like the Rock movie or whatever. But like you don't have a helicopter, you can't fly, but you can, to get up and see it for what it is. Oh, there's the beach, there's this, there's that. But when you're in it, because you're in it like a fish in a bowl in this life, this is success, the journey, whatever you're trying to pursue. It could be relationships, family, health, wealth, wellness, finance, economics, whatever. I don't want to throw you for a doozy. It's hot as hell in here. Let me open the door. My wife just left for work. She likes to keep the heat on like fucking 80, dude. It's freezing in here. It's freezing. And I'm walking around dripping in fucking sweat, dude. God. Anyways, I digress. I'll actually step outside on my porch. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let me finish here. It's nice and freezing out here. I like it. So, one time I sat down and I said I could draw a map of like, a 20-mile radius, and I was able to draw a map with all the grids and lines of the, the city, the streets, the mile roads, whatever it is in the state that you're in. And I drew a map that, at least from what I'm aware, it was extremely accurate. But I had never flown in a plane over it, and I had never seen a map of the territory, right? And here's another saying in personal growth: the map is not the territory. It's just the map. So that's how unconscious competence and mastery and success is. When you've been down all those nooks and crannies, you've been down the wild goose chases and the rabbit holes, you've drilled really, really deep into a subject, you begin to develop this. It's like an ESP, an extrasensory perception. You begin to develop this almost like a psychic ability, and I don't claim to have it, but it's little things are happening that are allowing me to just see above, beyond the curve, the cresting. You're cresting in consciousness, whatever it may be. You're developing mastery in your genre, your topic, your field of study. Okay, so meditation is huge too. If you meditate 30 minutes a day, oh my god, it'll do wonders for your life. It literally rewires the neuron. I've been watching Miles Beckler. This guy is huge. He just put out a video on, he's walking along the beach and he's talking about meditation, and he gave a free hypnosis or meditation download. It's amazing. But anyways, I'm stalling because what I was going to say, I went off on a tangent, and I don't want to hold you up. So I could literally shut off the video right now, and I'll never be able to recreate what I did in the first 2 minutes of the video, right? That hook. But when you freeze up in the middle of the video, and you're like, what do? This is when you look inside of your phone or your camera files, and you've got like 20 of the same video and you're like, fuck, now you're just hosed. You can't even upload the thing. You don't know what is from what. And that's why it's important to develop the thing of just to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But what's on your mind as the video creator is the person watching. Their time is like, and you feel rushed, right? When you lose your words. I think it's part of, it's entertainment. It's being an entertainer. You feel like you have to entertain. So the final thing that I wanted to say was about the map and the territory and the consciousness of seeing things clearly. Because you've been down every nook and cranny and valley. And you've been inside of all those little paths and all those little scenarios. And you've been on the wild goose chases and the deep rabbit holes. And you've studied in depth. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Sorry. If you're still with me, let me know. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's an amazing speaker. He was like a millionaire in Amway. His name was Casey Comden. This guy was a fireball. He would stand on stage and yell, and just amazing. Some people didn't like him. I loved him. He would tell stories about how he'd like bought a Porsche 911 Turbo when he was doing like 90 through a subdivision, like hopping down the street, and like a guy would knock at his door of his mansion and he'd open the door and be like, "Is your parents home?" He's like, "No, this is my house." Shit like that. He was really funny, but he said one thing amazing. He goes, a tape, back in the days of motivational tapes. He goes, a tape. It's just a tape. That's all it is a tape. And you put it in, you listen to it. It's a tape. But then you begin really listening to it. And you listen to it over and over and over. And the stories become alive for you. And what the speakers on the stage or the leaders speak about on the tape becomes more than a tape. It becomes your whole world. It becomes your whole experience. It becomes everything to you. It's more than just a tape. And you try to explain it to somebody. You try to give somebody that tape. And you gotta listen to this tape. He said he was so excited when he would read certain books because it had these transformational like awakenings inside of him, because I believe success is about being receptive. It's about receptivity to your surroundings, about getting out of your schisms and getting into receptivity, because abundance is literally everywhere. Okay, and he said that he would try to hand out books and people would be like, and it was driving him crazy because he was having all this success. And I'm starting to feel that as well. Like, I just want to share it with people what I'm experiencing. And that's what I love about the power of YouTube. He said it becomes more than a tape. And then once you go through that whole phase, it goes back to being just a tape. See, first it's a tape, then it's more than a tape. And then it's just a tape. What that means is, you ever have a CD or a favorite song you listen to, or an album, and you smoke the doors off that CD, the Doors. You listen to a song so much it reminds you of a great time in your life. For me, I had this one album that my wife and I listened to, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago in the winter. It was just a magical time where we spent a lot of time together. We cuddled up a lot watching like movies, and we went to some like concerts together, and we went out to eat, and we just had fun, and we like sat in the car and kissed and things like that. And not that our marriage isn't awesome today, it was just that we had spent that really special time together, and there was a certain album that we listened to. And even now, if I were to listen to that album, it takes me back and it anchors me to that place. It's more than just an album, right? But at the time, it was like you would listen to it and it was like, wow. You're like, what was the album? I'm not going to tell you, it's embarrassing. But now it's just like an album. I don't even, it's just an album. That's how this whole success thing is. When you study a field and you are obsessed with something, because that's what I believe what it takes to integrate, you have to be receptive, and to become successful, you have to be obsessed with something to the point where it's so deep, it'd be like you're deeply into this one thing, and it's leading to the next thing, because the whole try to get money doesn't make any sense. I even noticed, I watched a video earlier of somebody I follow on YouTube, just real quick, because I wanted to see something. I was testing my brain. He drives a Bentley, right? And he's a very cool guy. I know him personally. and I aspire to have my act together like he does in certain areas. And when I looked at the Bentley, I'm like, damn, dude, how the fuck did he get a Bentley? And instantly, as soon as I started thinking that, I was like, my brain went, that's wrong. That doesn't make any sense, because the Bentley is just it's just a what's the word? A byproduct of the consciousness of the success and all the work and put into action, right? Because I have things in my life that I've always wanted and that I have now. And when I look at the thing, when you look at the physical, John in the Bible said, that which is seen doth not come from that which does not come from that which doth appear. We're talking about manifestation here. Everything is energy. So when things are vibratory in physical form, and you focus on that, you're never going to get it. It's like, it's weird. It's an abstraction. But if you focus on the energy and selling out to the energy and raising your energy, I'm not down, talking about moving up, raising your energy and tapping into things or systems and building systems and harnessing, you know how like Tesla or Edison would take electricity or lightning and literally manipulate it through a circuit board to make, through a circuit to make a light bulb work. It's taking energy and harnessing it and then putting it through a circuit board to make a laptop work, right? To get a result in the tangible world. That's how we're here in this physical form. We had to be birthed from spirit through the sperm and the egg and be literally birthed into this reality. The only way we can get here in this density is through being birthed here into this reality, right? You got to go through a birthing process. You got to go through a dying of the old and shedding into the new, which can be perceived as painful to the carnal mind. This is some deep shit, right? I had to go, my truck's outside running, and I'm going to the office. Anyways, thanks for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. I'll keep uploading more deep videos like this. Sorry if they just come off from the cuff. I get these amazing thoughts when I'm in the shower. I'm like, yes, yes. And I try to get dressed as fast as I can to make a video. And then, but also on the back end, stuff that I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm actually got like a whiteboard downstairs and I'm strategically teaching out structured curriculum and stuff like this soon. So, I don't want to share too much as a secret. But anyways, check my links in the description below. Hit the subscribe and the thumbs up button. And let me know in the comments below. And I read all the comments. Even if I don't have time to answer them, I read every single comment. All right, cool. Peace.